You like someone until they start liking you back. At first, you feel curious, interested, present. But the moment their feelings become clear, something changes. Replies feel heavier, conversations lose energy, and you quietly wonder, why do you want people more when they're distant and less when they're close? Problem deep dive. You don't choose this consciously. It happens slowly. You feel drawn to uncertainty, late replies, mixed signals, emotional guessing. Your mind stays active, trying to understand where you stand. But once someone becomes consistent and emotionally available, the intensity fades. You may think you're bored or that the connection wasn't real, yet the real shift happens inside you. When someone truly likes you, there's nothing left to chase, no emotional puzzle to solve, and suddenly being seen feels uncomfortable. You notice yourself pulling back, replying less, focusing on small flaws, not because the person changed, but because an old emotional pattern was activated. Reframe. This doesn't mean you're incapable of love, and it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. Your brain may have learned connection through unpredictability. In psychology, unpredictable attention creates stronger emotional attachment than consistent attention. The mind links attraction with anticipation, so when stability appears, your system doesn't recognize it as excitement. It recognizes it as unfamiliar. Your reaction is not a defect, it's a learned emotional adaptation. Psychological mechanism. Your brain works like a prediction system. It constantly scans for patterns it already understands. When someone is emotionally distant, your brain releases dopamine, the chemical linked to curiosity and pursuit. Uncertainty keeps the system engaged, but when affection becomes secure, prediction stops. The brain shifts into a calmer bonding state associated with safety. If calm connection feels unfamiliar, your nervous system interprets that calm as loss of interest. Think of it as an emotional volume dial. If you learned connection through emotional highs, quiet stability can feel like silence. But silence isn't emptiness, it's regulation. Practical framework. 1. Notice the shift. What to do? Pay attention to when interest drops, usually after reassurance. Why it works? Repeated safe experiences retrain threat prediction systems. Example, instead of ignoring a message, you reply honestly but simply. 2. Pause before withdrawing. What to do? Delay distancing behaviors by staying engaged briefly. Why it works? Repeated safe experiences retrain threat prediction systems. Example, instead of ignoring a message, you reply honestly but simply. 3. Redefine calm. What to do? Ask whether you feel unsafe or just unstimulated. Why it works? Reframing changes emotional interpretation pathways in the brain. Example, a peaceful interaction feels dull, but your body feels relaxed. 4. Practice consistent connection. What to do? Stay present in stable relationships long enough for familiarity to grow. Why it works? The nervous system learns safety through repetition. Example, regular conversations slowly begin to feel comforting instead of flat. Integration. You weren't losing interest in the person, you were losing the emotional pattern your brain was used to. Attraction once depended on uncertainty, now it's learning stability. Connection doesn't disappear when intensity fades, it becomes quieter, more grounded. Quiet, empowering close. So when interest fades after someone likes you, pause before walking away. Your mind may simply be adjusting to a new emotional language, one that feels calm instead of urgent. And sometimes calm connection feels unfamiliar at first, but unfamiliar does not mean wrong. Sometimes it means you are finally experiencing connection without chasing it. And maybe the feeling you thought was disappearing is actually becoming safe enough to stay.